皆さんお疲れ様です。このチャンネルでは漫画や映画を英語で紹介することで、飽きずに楽しく英語を勉強することを目的としています。英語を聞くことを毎日の習慣としてリスニング力を伸ばしましょう。それでは本日のリスニング学習スタートです。
Hello everyone. Welcome to the English Listening Studio. Today I'm going to introduce the famous movie Terminator. This video is part 2. The World of Skynet, a Dystopian Vision. The depiction of Skynet and the dystopian future is one of the film's most striking elements. The future world that the Terminator presents is one of total devastation, where humanity is on the brink of extinction, fighting a losing battle against an overwhelming technological force. Skynet, an artificial intelligence created to control global military systems, becomes self-aware and begins exterminating humankind. This apocalyptic scenario is both a warning and a commentary on the risks associated with artificial intelligence and the dangers of ceding too much power to machines. In The Terminator, Skynet's initial goal is to prevent the rise of John Connor, the leader of the human resistance, by sending the Terminator back in time to kill his mother, Sarah. This setup, of a machine from the future trying to alter the past, introduces the concept of time travel, which plays a significant role throughout the film. The relentless advance of technology, as personified by the Terminator, suggests a future where human control is irrelevant, a sentiment that reflects anxieties of the 1980s about the increasing role of computers, automation, and military technology. The film was released during a period when the Cold War was still fresh in the collective consciousness, and the looming threat of nuclear annihilation was a major societal concern. The rise of AI and the possibility of autonomous machines replacing human control were fears that resonated with audiences, contributing to the film's eerie atmosphere and timeless relevance. The role of time travel in The Terminator. Time travel is central to The Terminator, allowing for the blending of action, science fiction, and philosophical exploration. The paradoxical nature of time travel in the film raises questions about fate, causality, and the potential for individuals to alter their destinies. The film's time loop is one of its most intriguing narrative devices. John Connor sends Kyle Reese back in time to protect his mother, and Kyle becomes John's father, thus ensuring his own existence. This creates a paradox where the events of the future are dictated by the very actions of the past. The characters are trapped in a circular timeline, unable to break free from the consequences of their actions. While this might seem deterministic, the film presents the possibility that human intervention and free will can influence the course of events. Sarah Connor's transformation from a passive, frightened individual into a determined survivor represents the idea that even within a seemingly predestined situation, individuals can act to change the future. Characters and performances. Arnold Schwarzenegger as the Terminator. Arnold Schwarzenegger's portrayal of the Terminator is iconic and remains one of his most memorable roles. His performance is almost entirely devoid of emotion, with his cold, robotic demeanor emphasizing the inhuman nature of the character. The Terminator is not portrayed as a villain with motivations or desires, but as a purely functional entity, a machine programmed to kill without hesitation. The role of the Terminator was originally envisioned as a more human-like figure, but Schwarzenegger's imposing physical presence and stoic acting style made him the perfect choice. His performance, marked by his lack of expression and deadpan delivery, became one of the defining features of the film. This portrayal of a machine that looks human yet lacks any semblance of humanity has left a lasting impact on the way artificial intelligence and robots are depicted in cinema. The famous line, "I'll be back," is delivered with such finality and power that it has since become one of the most quoted phrases in film history. Schwarzenegger's charisma in this role is undeniable, and his physicality, the way he moves and carries himself, makes the Terminator both terrifying and mesmerizing. Linda Hamilton as Sarah Connor. Linda Hamilton's portrayal of Sarah Connor is another key component of the Terminator's success. Sarah starts the film as an unassuming, ordinary woman, a waitress with no idea of the monumental future awaiting her. But as she is thrust into the violent and dangerous reality of the Terminator's pursuit, she gradually transforms into a resilient, capable figure. The character of Sarah Connor represents one of the earliest and most significant instances of a woman in the action genre undergoing a profound transformation. Her development from a damsel in distress to a determined fighter and survivor foreshadows the trend of strong female protagonists in later action films. As the film progresses, Sarah's role becomes increasingly central, and her journey is at the heart of the narrative. Linda Hamilton's performance is incredibly nuanced, showing Sarah's fear, vulnerability, and, ultimately, her empowerment. Her relationship with Kyle Reese, while brief, adds emotional weight to the narrative, and her final moment of resolve, when she accepts her future role as the mother of humanity's leader, is one of the film's most powerful scenes. Her character's evolution is perhaps the most profound and emotionally compelling arc in the film. Michael Biehn as Kyle Reese. Michael Biehn plays Kyle Reese, a soldier from the future who is sent back in time to protect Sarah Connor. Reese's character is both a hero and a tragic figure. He is a warrior who has lived through the horrors of the machine-dominated future and is tasked with ensuring that Sarah survives so that John Connor will be born. Biehn's portrayal of Kyle is intense and filled with vulnerability, as he is not just a soldier, but a man who has seen the destruction of civilization. Kyle's connection with Sarah goes beyond just his mission. Over the course of the film, he becomes deeply invested in her survival, and it is through his sacrifice that he ensures the future of the human race. His relationship with Sarah forms an emotional core to the film, and Biehn's performance as a man caught between duty and his growing affection for Sarah is heartfelt. Cinematic influences and inspirations. James Cameron, the director and co-writer of The Terminator, was heavily influenced by earlier works of science fiction, action films, and horror. Cameron was inspired by a variety of genres and films, particularly the works of Ridley Scott, George Lucas, and John Carpenter. The Terminator draws inspiration from Blade Runner, 1982, The Thing, 1982, and Alien, 1979, blending the futuristic, existential themes of these films with action and horror elements. The stark, industrial settings in The Terminator also evoke the bleak tone of post-apocalyptic films, reflecting the anxiety of a society on the brink of collapse due to technological advancements. Additionally, Cameron was influenced by the slasher films of the 1980s, particularly in how the Terminator is depicted as a relentless force pursuing its prey. Much like a slasher villain, the Terminator is an unstoppable figure, its single-minded focus creating a sense of terror for both the characters and the audience. Critical reception and cultural impact. Upon its release, The Terminator received positive reviews from critics who praised its innovative approach to science fiction, action, and suspense. The film was lauded for its intense pacing, minimalistic storytelling, and cutting-edge visual effects, which were groundbreaking for a film made on such a modest budget. Critics also recognized the film's ability to merge science fiction with horror elements, making it stand out from other films of the time. The Terminator quickly gained a cult following and became a commercial success. Its legacy was solidified by the subsequent sequels, particularly Terminator 2, Judgment Day, 1991, which further expanded on the themes introduced in the original film and solidified the franchise as one of the most influential in film history. The film's impact on popular culture is immeasurable. The character of the Terminator has become a symbol of both the potential and the danger of technology, and the phrase "I'll be back" has transcended the film itself, becoming a catchphrase synonymous with Arnold Schwarzenegger's tough guy persona. The film's central themes, the dangers of technology, the fear of losing control over artificial intelligence, and the resilience of humanity in the face of overwhelming odds, continue to resonate in an age where AI and automation are central to political and social discourse. Conclusion: a film for the ages. The Terminator is more than just a pioneering action film, it is a profound meditation on the dangers of unchecked technological advancement, the complexities of fate and free will, and the unyielding drive of the human spirit. Its innovative use of time travel, its unforgettable characters, and its chilling portrayal of a dystopian future have ensured its place in cinematic history. Nearly 4 decades after its release, The Terminator continues to influence filmmakers and serve as a reference point for discussions on artificial intelligence and the intersection of humanity and technology. The film's enduring relevance lies in its ability to reflect the fears and hopes of every era. As society continues to grapple with the rapid development of AI and the growing influence of technology in every aspect of life, The Terminator remains an essential work that questions what it means to be human in a world increasingly dominated by machines. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.